Hi, so this is another demo video for CS122b Project5. This is Team 13. I'm Hui-Ken Huang, and this is an additional demo video because one of the TA is saying that, or is having trouble connecting to MySQL in my on my instances. So this is a video to show that they are working on my end. So first, let me connect to the UCI VPN. Okay, now I'll try to open all of them, all of the instances. So first, I'll try to open the single version. Okay, so this is the single version. And if I can log in successfully, that means it's connected to the database to get the customer information. Right, so let's say if I put a incorrect password, it would say incorrect password. And if I put the correct password, it should be able to log me in. And if I try to search a movie, there will be a list of movies showing up, which means that it's connected to the database. So if I click on the genres, it will show a list of movies as well. So this is the single instance version. I can also try it on the incognito. Right, and everything works fine right here as well. Okay, and then next I'll try the master instance. So same thing, try to log in and it works. It's loading the database, loading the movies as well. And if I try to open it on incognito, so the filter is working because I copied the index and then it redirected me to the login page. And then, yeah, it works. And then next, slave instance. So if I copy the index and then I open it again without login, it redirects me to the login page. So yeah. So it's working, and then now the AWS load balancer. So email 82, it's working, okay. And then bridge, it's working. And then now the Google instance, or Google Cloud Platform instance. Oh, so this one works as well. So all the instances are working, and yeah, all the instances are working. I can connect to the database fine. Okay, now I'll try to show the requirements on the checklist. So for connection polling, I'm not sure how to demonstrate that, but you could go to the GitHub code and see that I'm using the data source. I'm calling get connection from the data source. Okay, so for master slave, the master slave replication is working. I'll show that by So okay, so this is a master, and then this is a slave. So this one is master and this one's slave. So I'll try to add a movie on the slave instance, and if it shows up on the master instance, that means that the replication or the redirection works and the replication works. Oh, employee. Boats. Okay. So this is the slave instance 18.11.8. Slave 18.11.8. And then this is the master. I'll just log in as a customer. Bridge. So this is slave, and if I try to add a movie, let's say I want to add like testing 1. So there's no testing 1 right now. So I'm gonna add it on the slave instance, testing 1, director 1, movie year 2021, genre 1, star 1. So if I do testing 1, right now it doesn't show anything. But after I add it here in the slave instance, it should be redirected to the master instance MySQL, and then it will replicate it to the slave instance as well. So after I add it, and if I search for testing 1, now this movie will show up, and then so this is the slave, and if I search for testing 1, it should show up as well. So right now it's in both of the MySQL database, which means that the replication is working and the routing is working. So, and then next, load balance. So I'll try to show that by showing the log. So that means I have to connect to the instance first. Okay, so 1 for the master, then 1 for the slave. Now, so the left one is master, and then the right one would be the slave instance. Okay, so if I try to, so I'm trying to see if it actually redirects to both of the instances. So I can do that by tracking the log, by tailing the log. Yep. So let me go to var lib tomcat9 logs. So which one is this? It might be the access log. Okay, so let's do that. I think it's this one. So I'll tail this file sudo tail f. So I'll try to. So I'm tailing this log file on the master. Now I'll do the same on the slave instance. So sudo tail f co-host. Okay, so now if I open the load balancer, it should redirect me to one of the either master or slave. So let's use. So now I'll try the AWS load balancer, and as you can see, when I'm in the login page, it's already directing me to the master, and the sticky session still works. Which means that as long as I'm in the same session, it'll redirect all the requests to the same instance. Mountain or hill. Okay, now login. It should be redirected to here, to master. Yeah. So if I add more, it should be all redirected to the master. Okay, now if I want to redirect to the slave, I need to open another incognito window so that I'm not using the same session. So this time I'll try the Google platform. Oh, this is not mine. I'll try the Google platform. So if I open another window, now this time it's redirecting me to the slave instance, right? So if I log in, traffic light, if I log in, it should be redirected to the slave as well. Yeah, so yeah, it's redirected to the slave because the sticky session is on. But yeah, the point is that now it's redirecting to both instances. Okay, let me just close this, and then let me just try the AWS load balancer again, but this time, yeah, I'll try this one again, and then I use incognito. Okay. Yeah, so when I open this one, it's redirected to the master, and if I open incognito, it should redirect me to the slave. Yeah, now it's redirecting me to the slave. So which means that the load balancing is working. It's splitting the request to both of the instances. And yes, so this would be my addition demo video for Project 5. Thank you and have a great winter break.